Hello. It is Monday, August 24th, 2026, and here is what I've made over the past, 10, 15 days or so. So I have started using up my paper that I recycled, paper that I actually made. So most of these are out of that category. This one is, and I'm also using, as I mentioned before, the covers are the cardboard sheets that go in the bottom of the Meals on Wheels deliveries that my parents get. They save those boxes for my brother and I. He uses them for something else, but I use these for this. So this one, I tried something different. I have these little, they're, I'm not really sure what you'd call them. They're plastic, but they're little fasteners that screw together. So you put one on one side and one on the other side, and you screw them together so they go through. So this is my first attempt at this. It came out okay, but they're bulky. They're about 1.5 centimeters tall. So when you undo them, that's on the back of whatever you're writing on. So I don't know if it's, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I didn't try to use it, but yeah, so it is what it is. As much as I hate saying that, it is what it is. So this one, of course, as you see the inside of Little Doodads, this is just a hair tie that I just pulled over on here. And you could probably pull it off, but I don't want to because if I pull it off, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get it back on. So I just tried this particular type of fastener just to see how it would go. I reinforced the places where the fastener was going to be pulling through so it didn't pull apart or tear the paper or tear the cardboard. So for this one, instead of a pin holder, I just glued and sewed part of a cutoff of another piece of cardboard and put the pin in the back here. So it came out okay. I don't like the fact that you can't tell if there's a pin attached to it until you flip it over. So going through the inside of it, again, you can see where I to reinforce the backs of the places where the are going through. So again, this is paper that I recycled, and anytime I'm binding paper that I recycle, it is very soft paper. So I use paper tape, the medical paper tape, to bind it, and it's the only thing that I found that really sticks to it without damaging it and holds it securely. So I'm still putting a writing board in here, even though the pages, you can't see lines through it. So this is just a hard surface that you could bear down on with a writing board. And because these are folded, this was actually, let me show you. This is actually one sheet of recycled paper folded in half and then secured with the paper tape all the way through. Because of that method of binding, all of these books will only have 32 sheets, I think, is what it comes out to. Because I have to stack them in order to tape them together. And that's tricky to do unless you are dealing with even stacks. So because of the way I bind them, I think I put them all in sets of 32 sheets. So these will not be my normal pamphlet size, but I think that they're still valuable and still worthwhile. So that is that one. And I'm going through them also, making sure nothing has come apart, and nothing has. So I'm glad to see that that one is doing well. Next is one that's a little bit larger size, but it is still paper that I recycled. And I, for all of these, because I'm using these, I'm doing more to decorate the covers, or like putting book plates on them. I guess that's what you call them. This one, I didn't put anything on the cover because you have the big old fastener there, and there wasn't really room for anything else. So I didn't put anything extra on this one. But this one, I am using the 3-layer principle, where you put something paper on the bottom, something fabric in the middle, and something with an image in the front. And my image, I don't remember why I decided to put the strip of washi tape down here to match the book, the pin holder, but I think it was because there was something wonky at the bottom of this where the stitching didn't go down far enough, or it looked weird. So I decided to put this on there to give it a little bit of an echo of that and echo the sticker on the front as well. So basic pin holder made for this one, just to match this not book plate, writing board. And this one, I was running out of the big pieces and starting in on the smaller pieces. So most of these are going to be the smaller journals. I think the ones that I did last time in the video were the very big pieces of paper, and I'm out of those. So these were my medium-sized pieces of paper, and I only had so much of them. So this is all of them, and starting in on the smaller pieces of paper, like you saw in the previous journal. And again, I use the same. Actually, no, I take that back. These are medium-sized pieces of paper, but they're a whole sheet. So I basically took I took a stack, and I don't know how many I had for this one, but I basically took a stack, chopped off the edges so I could get a flat edge to tape together, and then taped them all together individually. So this is actually a smaller piece of paper than the ones that are folded. So these are my small sheets. And I have some of the medium-sized sheets that I'm using folded in half to round it out, to give it a full number of pages. So because this one is individuals, I don't think it has 32 sheets in it. I think it's smaller because I didn't have, I'm not really counting when I'm drafting paper to make it. So I don't know that I had enough for a whole book or something like that. So this one basically just has what it has because I was using up the leftovers of the different sizes of pieces of paper. So, and just the basic rescued or salvaged from my sweatpants tie. I don't know which one I need to pull to close that, so I'll just leave it like this. And this one, I decided to try a ribbon tie and less embellishment on the covers. So I did a grommet with red ribbon on either side. So it's secured with a knot on the back. And the grommet is metal, so it's not going to pull through. And I secured this again with a strip of extra cardboard around the outside. I decided to do this one mushroom themed and made this like the strip is the ground and put some mushrooms coming up out of the ground. I don't know if that really comes across, but that's what I was trying to do. And I left it just these three because I wanted to leave room for the pin holder to be decorative element as well. So mushroom stickers on the front, mushroom stickers on the inside cover, and mushroom stickers on the, well, actually I put a mushroom sticker on the back, but this is a mushroom sticker that is left out. So you could put it wherever you want in the journal. And did I do, yes. And I think I have a lot of mushroom stickers, so I was trying to basically use them up. So what I did for this journal is instead of putting the mushroom stickers on the pages, I just put them every so often to where you can see them. And actually, I need to go back and look at that other one because I think I might have put some of these. I put stickers on the pages, and I don't know which ones. So I have all these orange little bitty paper clips that I can't really use for anything else. So I used those, and every couple of pages or so, there's a mushroom sticker that you can, it's not attached to anything. You can take it off and either put it on a page or use them to decorate the back pages or whatever you want to do. So that is this one. And again, there's grommets on both sides, and the closure is just got to get the pin out of the way. The closure is just basically to tie a ribbon, tie a bow on the front, and that holds it together. And that way, and that it's a good amount of ribbon as well, so it can get fat. This one can get chunky, and then and you still be able to close it with the ribbon. So that is that one. And actually, well, I'm not going to worry about, some of them have more stickers, but I'm not going to worry about trying to figure out which ones they are. So after I did the case, I guess you could call it a test case with the other one, I decided to try that particular closure method again with this one. And you'll notice that the one where the ribbon is where the tie is supposed to stay, that one's under the white thing. And the one where it's supposed to just attach, it's over the white thing. And that is deliberate because if I tried putting above on this end and it kept popping off. So that is this one. So I used up some of my special washi tape for the decorator on this one. And that's the other thing that it's not a problem for these books, but because the cover folds over, it's trickier to put the pin holder on there, and it always gets in the way of the closure. So I used some of the leather treated file folders, and I did not put washi tape around the edges of this one. I decided to leave it plain and see how it fared, so to speak. But I did put a lot of stickers, I think, on this one. So you got I have a sticker pack that had a green theme. So it doesn't stand out much, and that's deliberate because I put it on here wanting it to kind of blend into the cover, make it look like it was native, so to speak. So big sticker on the back, medium-sized sticker, big sticker on the front. The pin is in the way of the closure. And, extra stickers. Stickers down here, sticker down here. I think this is the one where I put stickers on every few pages because I had a whole pack of green stickers, and I don't know why I got them. I think I was thinking that they were something else when I purchased them. So you've got another big sticker here, and you've got the supports or the strengthening for the closure here as well. So again, these are pages that were a whole sheet that are folded in half. So green butterflies, a writing board, and I think there are stickers like every other page or every couple of pages on this one. I'm not gonna flip through to look at all the stickers, but just know that they're on almost every page on this one. So and in the back you've got positive vibes only and another big sticker and some stickers on the back pages. And I put them in different places. So you can like write around them or, and I had this happen in a couple of places where even though it was a whole sheet, especially on the edges or close to the edges, I had some that where it was starting to tear. I decided not to try to force it into position. I just put the tape on either sides of the tear and put a sticker there so you're not tempted to write really, really close to that torn edge because since it's paper tape, it can also tear, even though it does hold recycled paper very, very securely. So I was pleased with how this one came out. And I didn't do too many more of these, though, because like I said, when you're writing on it, if you're planning to fold the cover back, which I don't think you can fold the cover back with any of these, this is just clunky because it's thick. And it's just gets in the way. Unless you're used to writing in a journal with a closure similar to this, or with a three-dimensional closure, which I have some, but I don't write in them because they're clunky to write with for me. But for anybody that isn't bothered by that, this will be a nice little one for you. Came out much better than I thought. This one came out much worse than I expected. And that is because I forgot some of the very important lessons I learned about binding with tape and when I'm dealing with the recycled paper. The cover came out very nice. It wasn't until I bound it that I started getting myself into trouble. So basically, I just used green construction paper from Daiso and some of the die cuts that I have from Sizzix. When I get die cuts, anytime I get new ones, I pick a random color of paper and then I test them. So before I put them in where I'm going to be storing them, I at least know if there's any tricks that I need to know about with that one. So these are just pasted down with Mod Podge, a layer of Mod Podge, and I did not go over the entire cover, so it kind of looks different. I might need to go back. No, I know I don't want to do that because then I risk it getting sticky. So I glued the paper down and then sewed around the edges. So I made the covers. They were actually made for probably better to have been Coptic stitch bound. And see, in this one, just the back is the same thing. I glued the cardboard on and then glued the construction paper on and then sewed it down and then put little end pages or end papers in there. These are scrapbook papers from Hobby Lobby. These are scrapbook papers from Hobby Lobby, and this is construction paper from Daiso. And this is just random colored paper, probably from the construction paper, but I have other types of construction paper that I was using to test my embossing or test my die cut, so who knows. This one is just a random green pin holder that I made. It didn't make it specifically for this book, otherwise I would have probably had more gold accents in the cover, but it fits because it's green. And as per usual, I bind the recycled paper with paper tape for the most part, and I tried to attach it to the cover with duct tape, and that went okay. There are no stickers in this one, and these are pages that are folded in half to be and taped together. So the binding is secure. It's not going anywhere. But when you're dealing with the recycled paper, you don't have consistent edges. So it gets very, very difficult to line things up and make sure you don't have sticky stuff sticking out where you don't want sticky stuff sticking out. So that was the part that when I put it into the book, I was not paying attention to sticky stuff sticking out and how long I wanted the tape to be as opposed to the paper. So you can actually see where I tried to fold it down, and in places where I tried to cut it and messed it up, I put an extra piece there and then tried to fold that piece down. I think that was both sides. I messed it up on both sides. So I put an extra piece there and folded it down, trying to get it a little bit more consistent. So lessons learned with this one. And I've done this mistake before, and I keep forgetting and keep having to relearn. But I guess I will reserve this type of cover for Coptic stitch binding, because that way I'm poking holes in it and binding it all together with thread, and it's more secure, much, much more secure and more stable. Makes for a more stable book as well. And probably could have wrapped this one around a different, yeah, well, I might as well do it now. I'll do it now, do it later. It's all the same to the people who are flipping through the videos and not watching them in their entirety anyway. So, goodness gracious, why is this messing up for me? Maybe I will do it later. Let's see, we're at 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll play with that later. Okay, and two more that are recycled paper, and this one is black paper, so I'll do that one last. These two are pretty much a similar format. I had, is that peeling off? Did I not put, okay, I need to go back and put some double stick tape under this. I thought I had, but I guess I didn't. I don't know why I wouldn't have. Yeah, this one's going to need some TLC before it's ready for show. So tied with the sweatbands, drawstring. The book plate for this one is a bit more complicated than usual. So I had different pieces of purple embossing, and then I had the fabric. And I went back over the fabric to keep it from flopping with Mod Podge to seal it down on the parts, but I didn't seal it all the way around. So it looks kind of weird. But I think I'm going to leave it like this. I may go ahead and just Mod Podge the entire front. I don't know. So this is basically where you have, instead of one single piece in the back, I had two different pieces in the back. And then I have the fabric and then paper over the fabric, sewed all this together, and then put the sticker on top. And I think I was basically just trying to put an element of lace on here just for aesthetics sake on the front and on the back, because I don't recall there being any issues with the way this one was bound. Basically, it's I think I cut the cardboard and then did duct tape on either side of it. This is when I do it this way, when I have specific edges that I'm dealing with, it goes much better. And in some of these, I think I bound them and then chopped. I got the big industrial size 1.5-inch stack chopper, so I chopped them off a little bit. I don't think I did that with these though. I did that with the big ones, but I don't think I did that with these. So this one I've got to go back, and you can see these are the single sheets that were taped together with the paper tape. I got to go back and do the washi tape on this, or the double stick tape on this one, so I'll put this one to the side. Usually I remember to put the double stick tape anytime I'm putting washi tape down, but it looks like I forgot it. And I'll go back over the others and make sure I'm not missing anything on those. So this is why I am very cautious when I'm using duct tape to bind. This is not what I want. Like Treasure Book says, it does not look profesh. So, but rather than trying to put more tape over it and mess it up even worse, I decided to leave it as is and make that the bottom of the book. So again, you've got a thicker piece of paper, then fabric, then another different color piece of paper sewed around, and then a sticker on it is the book plate, and going with the theme of purple. And ironically, I did this to use up all my purple pin holders, and then I did this one. So I had to make new pin holders for all the other purple stuff that I have that I'm using to bind. And this again is the same single sheets that are held together with paper tape your writing board, and there's no other embellishment on the inside of this one, I don't believe. Yeah, no other embellishments on this one. So pretty straightforward. And I think this one is shorter, so I think I could just tie this one outright. Cool, so that one came out well. And last but not least, this one I think I actually finished. I think I didn't put the stickers on it until this morning, so I finished it for the most part last night. But I used an aggressive form of glue that bled through the holes in the sewing that I did not anticipate that happening. So I had to set it aside before I could continue with it and finish it. And I also had a boo-boo when I was putting the washi tape decorations on the bottom of this to line in with the theme of the washi tape around the edges and the pin holder and whatnot. And it kind of buckles right in the center of the book plate. Then I put these, I was debating leaving this blank and having whoever decides they want it put something on there, but then I decided, no, I've got some nice little letter stickers, so I just put Think, T-H-I-N-K, because this one is for writing. Oh, this leather treated file folders, as per usual, on the front and the back. And this is ribbon off of furniture or something like that, I got a shipment of furniture, and this was used to hold the furniture in place while it was in the box or something like that. But I think I have one more piece that's a little bit shorter than this. So this is the last, after I use that one, I'll probably use it for a mini journal. That'll be the last of the black ribbon that I have to use. And I secured, excuse me, I secured the ribbon to the body of the journal with brads. And on the inside, just put another strip of the same washi tape. And this one, I know I have double stick tape underneath. This is not going anywhere. And I actually used the double stick tape to give me a little bit of an extra edge so that I didn't have to chop the black paper to fit inside the cover, because this is just basically half of a file folder, so it's not exactly 8.5 by 11. So I use the washi tape to extend it, which means it won't do well sitting on a shelf because this will crunch. But that's not really a problem because the paper is higher than that anyway. So I don't know if people put their journals on shelves. I do, but I won't be using this one. So in this one, I did the black paper, and it's 30 pieces of, I think it's 30. So it's 60 sheets. It should be 60 sheets. But on this one, I actually went through and traced the lines on every few pages or so, and then just mixed them together. So you've got some that have no lines, and then you've got some that have lines in pencil that are obviously hand-drawn. When you see things like, when you see things like this, obviously hand-drawn. But it came out well. I decided to use black cord. It's not waxed. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby. It's not waxed, it's just cord. I think it was meant for like friendship bracelets or something like that, but that of course is not what I am using it for. So instead of cutting it, I decided to leave it long and tie a bow. So this is bound in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I intended to put this one in the press to take out all this bounce. But then I forgot to put it in the press before I put the brads on. So if I put it in the press now, the brads are going to, create a dent on all the pages that are close to them. So I decided not to put it in the press. But it's got a tie on it, so it won't be too floppy unless it's untied. Unfortunately, because this is the last of my black ribbon, this one does not have a whole lot of room for swelling. So if it does grow or expand, or if you paste things into the pages, you're going to have to tie something onto this tie to close it, because it won't be long enough to tie. Maybe you could do a double knot, but then that might become permanent. So something to bear in mind for use. And that is everything that I have made for the past few days. I am working on, I had one more sheet. I found one more sheet of heavy duty craft paper. So I am working on one more crown journal, but this one is massive. It's really, really, really big. I think the cover is somewhere, the front cover is drying somewhere. This is going to be the back cover. That's how big this one is going to be. But I have the multimedia paper that's bigger than this that I'm going to use. I've already cut it to size to put in the Crown Journal when I finish making it. The cover, as I mentioned, is drying, so I won't bring that one over to show. As a reminder, Alamo Ranch Hill Country Retreat, Del Webb Community Annual Arts and Crafts Fair, October 16th. Well, actually, scratch the 16th. The only people that are going to be able to attend on the 16th are people who actually live in the community. So they won't need this reminder. So the 17th and the 18th. Look for it online and it'll probably pop up. I will be selling the things that I have not given away at that point there. And there's no events coming up that I'm going to be giving away anymore. So some of the ones that you've seen in previous videos I've given away because we had different events going on and I made them available. But I'm not going to start charging money for them aside from shipping. Some people I've asked to pay for shipping until the fair in October, because then I'll have prayerfully all the paperwork done for a limited liability company. And that way, if somebody's dog eats my book and chokes, then I won't be able to be sued for everything I own, just for everything related to the business. So if you have any questions, comment below. And I don't get many comments. I mean, people comment and say things like, that looks good, or so I'm not getting any feedback. So I don't know if these things are off-putting or if these things are looking good to anybody. So I'll find out really for the first time what people think about my products at the Arts and Crafts Fair. So hope to see you there. If you have any questions, comment below.